Hey everyone, I'm Rather Incoherent, back with more heavily modded XCOM 2, going into Operation Diabolic Giant, a very difficult protect the device mission, but it's not really very difficult because of the loss, but it kind of is because of phalanx. Shield bearers are typically not the worst thing in the world at this point in the campaign. They're definitely very annoying when they get to use their ability, because they represent so much health, but realistically there are worse things. There are enemies that just spawn in with that much health and more. I'm looking at you, biomechs and biozerkers, and just gesturing wildly at Biodivision in general, really more so than any other mod. But don't worry, there'll be some friends for Biodivision in the extreme difficulty category before this campaign wraps up. Now, I was thinking how I wanted these units outfitted, like what is the best way to use the Viper suit versus the Icarus suit, and I realized I have these two units backwards. Marines are going to take over with the Icarus suit so that they can just avoid moving entirely, whereas combat engineers will really not need all their slots, so going down to light armor and the Serpent suit really won't hurt them anyway. But it will give them additional mobility for flamethrowers, and they'll always be up close for line of sight with that lash attack, so I think it's better to switch these two armors. I don't think their face agrees with the Icarus helmet. That's neat. Luckily for me, by the power of mods, we have other Archon helmets to use. This one big and poofy and ridiculous, but still, I kinda prefer it in the first place, and I get to keep my dope-ass scarf. Meanwhile, this is the outfit I'm going with for Jaded Rabbit and his Viper armor. And with those changes made, we can come back to talking about the team. This is, in my opinion, bar none, the strongest team I put on a mission so far, although Iron Rhino not being on this team is a good argument to rethink that statement because Iron Rhino hard carried the last mission, which was easily the hardest mission of the campaign. But this team feels like a team that wouldn't even want a marksman. This is a very close range, mid-range team, and it sort of has the flip of a switch ability to go from mid-range to close range with Rage Fist, Teleport, Viper Grapple, Normal Grapple, Normal Grapple, Overdrive, and I'm already there, I'm the scouts. All of these soldiers are pretty solid at mid-range and just instantly transition to absolutely brutalizing the enemy in close-range encounters. They're all amongst the best soldiers of my team, with the 18 pair of Regal Dawn and Depressed Draugr, our best skirmisher, and yay, he's a Reaper. We have another 18 pair that doesn't get to see the light of day nearly often enough. Field Support Den Mother and Lieutenant Mercury Hawk are Assault. And then Dark Horse and Jaded Rabbit might not have bond partners here, but they're amongst our best soldiers, Dark Horse being, I think, arguably our best Marine, even though he hasn't reached Captain yet, or she hasn't reached Captain yet. And Jaded Rabbit being, in my opinion, our most consistently reliable, and one of our just most experienced, most used combat engineers. Oh yeah, I don't even talk about them. They're here every video, you know what they do. Viper Giant and Sen Soldier are here. They don't get tired, they fuck shit up. They're great units. There's a part of me, right, where I'm like, I'm not gonna run Laser Sparks in my next campaign because they are too strong. So what if we just fucking embraced it? I'm going back and forth on should I ban Kinetic Strike module, because on the one hand, you know, it's a little bit overpowered right now, but so are the enemies I'm fighting. Like, I go up against a Biomech Trooper and 3 other heavily armored enemies in the same pod, and suddenly the Kinetic Strike module looks pretty reasonable. I don't know, I'm gonna leave it on because it's hilariously strong. I'm going back and forth on if I should ban it, but I'm enjoying using it even if it is overpowered. Anyways, let's get into Operation Diabolic Giant, see how strong this team really is. I'm incredibly optimistic. I'm not quite as optimistic that you'll hit the like button, but I'm holding out hope that you will, and I really appreciate it if you do. Alright, we've got the loss, we've got shield bearers, we have reinforcements delayed. None of that matters too much in all honesty. Let's just go find a fight and get an ambush. First things first, Mercury Hawk, are we safe to move here without triggering anything? Lost is fine, lost is fine. I'm probably safe to move here as well, but that could reveal Advent and Lost simultaneously. Okay, right now it's just Advent, and what was that pod? Oh, it's a Purge Priest. I saw this guy's appearance and name and just couldn't make sense of it. So the Purge units are here, and there's a Shield Bearer. Nothing too bad, they aren't triggering this turn, if I can avoid getting eyes on that other pod, which is a little bit difficult. I could just Icarus jump turn 1, it's a 4-turn cooldown. Oh, it reveals you. That checks out, it does seem, obvious. So maybe not. It doesn't really matter where I put my Marine if I'm going to Icarus jump as soon as the fight starts. Which, by the way, I'm going to Icarus jump here the moment the fight starts. So I'm going to leave my Marine back here.
Good to go.
Who got new eyes when I did this. Hopefully it's not on an Advent pod next to the Lost. No, it's just, maybe that's 2 Lost pods in that one, I'm not really sure. This far forward, I think I might see the Lost. The truck is full cover there. I shouldn't see the Lost from here either.
Running.
That got new eyes, so I guess I see the Lost. Oh, there's Lost behind them. Well, that makes this impossible to not pull, so let's just embrace the fact that we're pulling and start taking the best positions, as opposed to the positions that are available. Here I can probably grapple up top next turn. I have unmitigated line of sight. Any lost that run towards them are dead. This seems like a bad position, so Den Mother can have it because the field support really doesn't want the best position. The Reaper can go here, just because it's as far as the Reaper can run in one turn, leaving us with the robots. And this robot doesn't want to move because Fiber Giant has glitched them out. Wonderful. I think that my best position would be here, but that looks like it should pull. No, Pete can see how it means we're safe. So, fine, go there. And since Soldier is a little bit glitched, 1 second, and now they can move again properly, that happens because they're standing next to another full cover unit, and the full cover unit somehow freaks them out a little bit in the code, so they're like, I guess I can't move because there's cover near me. That was a chameleon, you said. And it's active now, you said. Hunter, Infector, Chameleon, Shield Bearer. Oh, nice pounce, though. Not really on the side that I want you to be pouncing, though, Dark Horse. Could you pounce the Shield Bearer? No? Okay. There's a Muton Bella attacking this for, you know, casual 10 damage a turn. Hopefully that thing's health is scaled up over time, because that's a lot of fucking damage. Alright, second pull from the Lost this turn. Wasn't looking to pull 2 pods this turn. Also, wasn't looking to see 10 damage a turn going into the objective. They will take a good chunk of damage from the Lost, though. The Lost are just in range. Oh, they all have armor. What am I talking about? They're fine. Oh, and now they have that, too. They're super fine.
Eyes on a hostile patrol.
Then we have this unit also pulled, just a casual 3-pod pull on turn 2. Gotta love the Lost. Alright, Lost are finally allowed to move without being interrupted by Overwatch. It's not that they'll do anything now that they've moved. That was a hell of a lot more than I was expecting, in all honesty. Yeah, that's more in line with what I was expecting. And that was also more than I was expecting. Alright, so now the question is, where do I move to start this fight properly? Got a 100 on the Purge Priest from where I currently am. But we don't want to be shooting Himalaya shields, we want to start by killing this guy. Seems to me like that means we run forward to here and shoot the Elite Shield Bearer. Hello, Advent, I was here the whole time. I hate to inform you of this, but your armor has departed as soon as I find you. Now, that's a good start. We can probably get an easy finish on that. I'm gonna stay up here, probably. If we can grapple up, we can get an easy kill there, I would think. Our accuracy should just be high enough on Draugr with the advanced scope, with the superior aim BCS, with his natural aim scaling. Only a 90, actually. Wait, stop. No, it is not only a 90. Let's clear out some Lost next to us. I would like to have full heat, please. So now that I've dealt with all of these Lost, sure, there are no bullets in my gun. That's solvable. We have people for that. Justice is going to deal substantially more damage than it used to.
The choice is made.
So that's one down. Do I want to just Wrath back in to get the Priest? Oh, it's a 0% crit on Wrath as opposed to your normal Ripjack strike, isn't it? Yeah, you have a 70% crit on your normal Ripjack. At least with this amount of heat. And I do want to just do this back into the fight on Draugr. Because I'm too far away to be relevant to anything else that's ever going to happen. Good job, Draugr. Very good start. Oh, that part's not ideal. That's definitely going to be a Mimic Beacon this turn, since that's also happening now. I was thinking that they would not have line of sight. I was thinking that the wall would block more than it did, apparently. That's unfortunate. You have a reposition left, meaning you can make it up here to the high ground for the next turns. Hold your horses just a second. I'm going to move forward to here and reload their ammo on Den Mother. So that now, whenever they do whatever they do, they don't have to waste an action reloading. And Den Mother can just move forward pretty freely now because there's no fear of anything else happening. You come up here. Don't block the ladder, though, in case someone else wants to be by your side. Okay, cool. Next up. This is a kind of a problem. There's a bunch of lost over there. I need to use some explosives. Make some noise. Say no more? Nope, I can't get it through the walls. Fair enough. Oh, wait. This isn't even the guy I thought it was. I was looking for you. I was looking to... I can rapid deploy a grenade. Wait, I can throw more explosives without spending actions? Sign me up. Make some noise, get a swarm coming. It should spawn near the objective, meaning it'll be a very useful distraction. We need 2 more explosives. I feel like this is a great example of the situation I always talk about, where assaults just can't move forward. Like, what am I going to do? Slash and reposition to here in melee range of fucking everyone? There's just no way to use this ability all the time. Anyway, if we could rage strike the shield bearer, he's 1 tile out of range, huh? Well, they're also out of range. Why can you rage strike them? Because he has a line of sight to them. It's not about blue move range. It's yellow move is fine. You have to have a line of sight, unlike a normal melee attack. Super normal. Definitely not just bad code on the part of the original developers. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Going to blue move forward. I'm going to prep for entry and drop a grenade on him. I don't have any grenades. You know, the prep for entry strategy seems pretty bad in light of the fact that I literally don't ever have item slots available for this. What I have to do is I have to start giving the field support the ammo type so they can use reload ammo to give it to the assault so that I can afford to carry a singular grenade on this unit type. Anyway, I'm not really looking to do anything crazy here. I think I'm just happy with this. Well, I would be if I could get it on both of them. It seems like it shouldn't be that hard. There we go. 1 more rocket for a swarm. You can reposition. This seems like where you're inevitably going. My flank shots on the shield bearer, you say. Say no more. Alright, anyone can finish them all from here. I don't have kill zone yet. I can only suppress and my eyes are terrible. I guess I'm going to Overwatch on Dark Horse then. I don't know if this makes noise. Is the chameleon like right here or has it moved? I'm gonna just blue move out this way on Fiber Giant. I'm probably using Supernova this turn. I can't see a chameleon anywhere. I don't need to use Overdrive. I can use Burning Rush instead, a much less valuable cooldown.
Movement request.
Keep moving out this way. Make sure the chameleon's not just like right here where I can see it. Okay. I'm gonna use Supernova here. I hope it counts as an explosion for the purpose of summoning a swarm. It's just killing these 2. Can't really go any further than this, so it's just killing these 2. I'll position it like this in case it's invisible over here. I don't really have any way of guessing accurately where the chameleon is, so it's just a prey sort of moment. It probably does not hit anything. Was that the chameleon? Or did it hit something that was out of the line of sight that it shouldn't have hit? Anyway, that's good damage on the fire burster, so that's nice. See you in 2 turns, Fiber Giant. Doesn't look like that summoned a lost pod. Going to move forward on Sent Soldier to have slightly less lines of sight to him. There is no purifier I can attempt to kill. There's no route up to the top of this. Naturally, you need jumpy legs. Going to move out to here and chuck a decoy beacon, I guess. Not really much reason to shoot that veteran purifier. It's not happening.
We are compromised.
I wasn't really paying attention when the Warlock spawned. I was just being like, wow, my combat engineer shot a rocket and I forgot instantly. It is too early in the morning to record.
You fall to the elder.
Anyway, you showed up on a mission that's Draugr. Bad choice. However, the Warlock is just genuinely scary and could pull instantly, which would be very bad. Thankfully, he didn't.
Wind of our operation. They sent in one of the chosen. We should try to track that.
Interesting move. Not sure how I feel about that, shield bearer.
Their friends come to help.
Rippers are here, but that's not on the normal Advent side, so that's just beneficial for me, I feel like. Well, it's headshot, so I guess it's not wasting my Overwatch. But it might glitch out and empty my gun. That is a glitch I've experienced many, many times. Although it's always been in conjunction with the unit that has overs here, so maybe not. My gun is not empty. Good to see. And the damage is very helpful because there's just a lot of chrysalid to chew through, man. Did he raise the zombie as a chrysalid zombie? Yeah, okay. I love to see that. I mean, obviously, I wish he was, like, ending his turn. Oh. Well, that'll work, too, then. I was gonna say, I wish he ended his turn instead of just getting headshots, but this is fine, too. Missed 100%, huh? And your gun's an explosion. I loved every part of that, although I'm not quite sure how any of it works. What I'm guessing is the gun has a max range, and it always hits where you target it. But it tried to fire at something that was outside of its max range, so it just targeted 100%, like right here, the same way that targeting will break on Supernova. So it had 100% to hit, but physically couldn't reach it, but was forced to fire at it anyway, which is known as a 0% to hit. Anyway, all of the Advent will probably be shooting Lost from here, right? Yeah, good. We've got an Operation Lost decoy well underway. Yeah, we knew this part was coming. We don't like it. Oh, wait, did you only get, like, the one guy? No, there we go. I was gonna say, surely Mercury Hawk is on fire. Oh, yeah, all of these Lost are just literally not units anymore. They're all just turned off completely. Yep, that'll do it, huh, Lost? The Fireburster's a pretty good unit against them.
Need to find some new cover.
I don't think these Lost are going to get much done. Call it a hunch. Multiple made the impressive decision to go for Draugr. Alright, we're finally through the Lost screwing around and doing nothing phase of the game. Now the Rippers get to screw around and do nothing. Forgot about them, sorry. Think it might be our turn again. We can see how bad it is for Mercury Hawk. Oh no, we have more Rippers. If they were in a different part of the map, I might be happy to see them. They shouldn't get attacks because they spawned during the hive phase correctly. Also, nice bounce.
That's right.
Oh yeah, this attack finally went through. Wasn't any more useful than the first one, though. We're down to one shot here, which means we need to Icarus over to somewhere near this person. So I'll just go directly above them immediately. Then I'll ask the important question, can they see you? Yes, wonderful. What can you see? A Ripper and a Priest. Priest only an 89. 89 is still pretty good. Yeah, that'll do. And then we are going to throw you bullets for your empty gun. And the plan here is to overwatch and kill everything else. So that whatever I overwatch is not something that's currently on this side of the map. It'll be like a chrysalid running in. Because I don't want to suppress this guy or like suppress a Lost or a Ripper. That would be crazy. I have a 100 here. I can just take it twice. I have a 100 there. I'm going to take this 100 because the shred will probably matter. And then I'll finish off the Purge Priest. I don't want to use all my bullets here killing Lost because I need eyes, or sorry, I need bullets for future rounds. You, on the other hand, there's no reason you couldn't be killing things with your guns. A little bit more damage than we needed. I enjoy that they no longer need a headshot. They just deal the 9 damage with their pistol thanks to all of their talents. Just going to... I can't actually see it from here, which is kind of weird. You would think the eyes from this tile would be better than the eyes in this tile, but somehow that's not the case. Anyway. Move forward a bit, get eyes on the rest of these Lost, make sure no one else needs to waste their time dealing with them. Oh, it's only a 97. That could be bad if I get 3%ed. And there's a Ripper, but they're a million miles away, so we're not going to worry about that. How's this looking? 89? 91? Worth the marginal improvement in odds. You have green bullets. What the fuck bullets do you have? Venom rounds. Okay. First time we've ever used Venom rounds. And as you can reposition to better cover. Now, if we can kill this Purifier, which we will, and this Ripper, which I guess we can, then that's very good for us. It allows us to re-stealth on Regal Dawn. Bombard Protocol here is not the worst thing in the world. This guy does need to die, though. I don't want to kill the Lost with him, so I'm going to do this. And the reason we're doing this is we need to make noise to summon more swarms. even though it's a waste of these bullets, we do have the speed loader and the dead mother. It's not going to be a problem. Oh, we don't have the speed loader. We have AP rounds. That's very funny, but it does make sense. We're going to rely on dead mother to reload this gun. And we successfully cleared everything so that we can re-stealth on our Reaper. We don't have to reload the gun now. We could throw bandages instead. Gonna be honest, reloading this gun now seems more important. Because Mercury Hawk's not even burnt yet. Like, all they have to do is hunker down. The bandages don't do anything. Yeah, I'm just gonna fall back a tiny bit. Forget about that shield bearer. Going to blue move out here.
Okay.
Does anyone have the ability to help here? But one guy. Wait, Rage Strike has been used? Why is Rage Strike not available? Because I'm on fire, you dumbass. Yeah, fair, okay. How's your Frostbite looking? Oh yeah, that guy's supposed to be getting killed. Well, he's not. I can move here and Frostbite the shield bearer, which I kind of need to do. Based on his weird positioning, I'm quite spooked by him. It's a 24 to hit, huh? Well, you can have a flamethrower then. And I've got a lot of movement here that's not particularly helpful. So I'm gonna pull back into like the main group and hang out. I don't feel the need to use the second move. I'm hoping that they're going to retreat and not take the very easy flank. I don't like that sound. Okay, good. Good. Happy to see it. I think that will catch the fire burster and make taking out the fire burster a little bit more inconvenient. No, it doesn't, actually. So, other chrysalids are also immune to fire. Great. Hate to hear it. Good pounce. Once I have weapons hot and pounce on Dark Horse, they're going to be going off non-stop, aren't they? Alright, we now know where the Warlock is. He's obviously going to move between turns, though. That's another set of shields up that have to go down. And more damage on the objective. This might just be unwinnable. I'm hoping that's not the case. I don't really need to win this mission, but still. Oh, hey, we have more lids. The Warlock's moved to this side, still not envisioned by the grace of God. These are just zombies, probably not the biggest deals, all things told. Very good chance they just walk into a counter-strike and die. That'll be one down. I don't... Oh, he's going for the loss. That's what he's doing. I do know what he's doing. I'm just confused by the fact that he would do it. If he's going up the ladder, he's dead. I don't know where he's going. Alright, zombies, have fun. Enjoy your field trip. Okay, we got the swarm we were looking for to distract them. That's nice. On the objective, as expected. Anyway, I'll be back with you once they finish doing nothing. Alright, it's back around to us. This shield bearer needs to be dead. I guess this zombie also needs to be dead. I'm never going to use the second charge of point blank in this mission, so as far as I'm concerned, this is a free shot that I don't need to load. I would like to grapple up here. It's not really helpful if I'm just using an explosive, though, is it? Like, I'm just throwing this grenade. Only a 64 for Allspite here. So you don't want this on somebody who isn't aim stacked, is what I'm learning. Which means, oddly enough, you probably want it on your aim-stacked marksman, just so that they have 100% frostbites on dangerous units, and they'll appreciate the mobility, I guess. Weird. Well, there's not a marksman on this mission anyway, so I'm not sure who else I'd have given it to, but still. Although, that does make a fair point. If I were to go up here, I would have the high ground, increasing my freeze chance to an 84, which is substantially better. No, there's a -10 now because I have an advanced stock, so it's only a 74. But still, I'm using it this turn, damn it. That's frostbite for you. Anyway, I guess I would like to reposition into a slightly less suicidal position and chuck the grenade. Because without destroying this cover, it's going to be very hard to kill the shield bearer. No one's able to reposition super efficiently for it. Additionally, we do need to shred him, and I need to summon more swarms. I can pop up top, chuck an axe, use the shotgun. I don't like being in this direction in general, though. Oh, hey, aren't we using punchy hands? We're using punchy hands. Killing this infector makes it much safer to do anything in this direction. And I guess I just want to run back in this direction. I have a flamethrower. It seems like it's not worth using, so sure. Reaper's probably staying in stealth this turn. Oh yeah, there's an Infector here. Someone should deal with that. How do you feel about that idea, Dark Horse? Good. Not dead, but you can overwatch him here.
Overwatch.
I'm not overdriving. I'm going to be holding that out for later at this point. I can chuck a rocket here. It doesn't really do anything. What about my Reaper body blocking this ladder just to get eyes on the inside of this building? I don't feel like I need a Mimic Beacon this turn. There's a shitload of Lost on top of them, and they don't have clean eyes to us. Yeah, I can just walk forward and shoot the shield bearer, it feels like. I don't see a reason not to do this. It's basically the full thought process. I was not expecting it to be this hard to shoot the shield bearer. Come on. Thank you. And I'll reposition into the back here so that Fiber Giant is technically a more appealing target. Probably should have healed Fiber Giant at some point, you know, before all the fighting started, but I forgot about that. First mission in the morning and all. I just move here and take my 100 on the Infector. It's not an interesting turn. You expect more out of this class, but at least with this AP investment, you expect more. Get a reposition. I'll go back to the other edge and body block the ladder, sort of. Just gonna slide across and overwatch with the Boltcaster here, I think.
I'm on it.
We're gonna have the Assault start running back. I can run and gun to here and take out the Spectral Zombie, which actually seems kind of solid. Oh, I have a Slash. He's ruptured. He's ruptured. Stop. He's ruptured. He's explosive. This is the one that didn't rupture. This one is very dangerous. Let's not do what I was saying to do. That's not quite the tile I thought I was clicking on. Look, there's a bunch of Lost. They're not going to flank Mercury Hawk. He's going to be fine.
I got it. Right?
Hey, the Chameleon finally decided to participate. Also, it mauled Fiber Giant. He's done tanking. Jesus Christ.
The Elder's servants will never
What a normal unit. I think the most upsetting thing is, like, I've realized that electronic surveillance and battle scanners don't even fix the problem. What am I supposed to do? Just chuck it where it used to be? Because it moves after it stealths. So how am I supposed to know where to throw the battle scanner? My only guess is that you're supposed to alpha strike them, but you have to kill them in one hit, so that's like just banish and chain shot, which is, you know, removed from the game for chain shot and kernel shit for Reapers. So, I don't know if healing actually restores armor on an Infiltrator. I have no idea. But it's suddenly very important information. I'm glad the Lost have scaled up so much. It doesn't affect me at all, but it affects Advent quite a lot. Like, on the one hand, I need the Lost to, like, really stand a chance of winning this mission. But also, that's only because the Lost pulled the entire map and didn't let me choose my engagements, right? This would look very different without the Lost being here. That might enable the Warlock based on where he was. I'm not sure how big the explosion was. I think we're still good. You came up the wrong ladder, motherfucker. Works on Lost, works on people. Okay, the Warlock just pulled himself.
deftly exploited the weaknesses of the other chosen to vanquish them in combat. But do not expect that I will fall.
Are you aware that I've been fighting you and vanquishing you longer than anyone else, Warlock?
Get ready to fight.
Guardians awaken.
Yeah, here's your fucking entire extra pod of enemies. It looks like it's time for overdrive, explosive action, sprint, the whole fucking works. This is gonna be rough. This Spectral Lancer in the back is the real problem, because he's just immune right now. I guess this zombie's coming for us now. It realized, nope, it's coming for these Lost. You enjoy being ruptured over there. Oh, cool, it just literally ran away. There's not even anything to do over there. It just literally left the map, making it impossible for me to deal damage to the Warlock. So I have to figure out who's picking up Mercury Hawk and Den Mother. Because normally those would be the soldiers I pick to pick people up, because they're not the greatest soldiers on the team. Without them available, I'm not sure who to grab. I guess it's got to be my combat engineer, because it really should not be my... It can't be my skirmisher, and it shouldn't be my marine. The 1 in 9 for that man to be alive, huh? Not so much with the other one, though. So I think I have to overdrive on Synth Soldier, because I have to repair Fiber Giant this turn. I can't not repair them. Wait, where'd that chameleon go? Retribution is happening, by the way. That chameleon appears to have re-stealthed after the attack, because I sure as shit haven't killed it. Are you serious? Just a re-stealthed immediately? Because that's actually just not okay. I've had a couple of issues with Hive units just not taking actions. Like, I'm not quite sure. I haven't edited it yet. If in the previous video with the Queen, it was glitching out a lot, same with the Hive Warrior, it might have been because they were so low on mobility. I'm not quite sure what's happening. But there are people in the comments of the Hive talking about it having issues with ABA being installed at the same time, or sometimes Hive units do nothing, and I feel like I've experienced that a little bit. But combine that with specifically Chameleons and Warriors feeling so out of line with their force level. Like, yeah, I could adjust their force levels. What do you mean he's over there? Okay, it's just an animation glitch. It's just an animation glitch. I'm pretty sure that if I go over here and I select Counter Strike, or sorry, Kinetic Strike, yeah, he's right here. So if I do this, gotcha. Overdrive on both sparks. It is necessary. And I need to remember that step 1, I can't forget to do this, otherwise Fiber Giant is literally at risk of dying, is to repair you. I don't know if I get any armor back. It looks like I got 1 back. But I need the health, just in general. Oh no, it gave you all your armor back. Holy fuck. Synth Soldier, you're a goddamn legend. Anyway, time to punch. You can't hide from me, son. I'm glad this is just a graphical issue and not something I have to deal with. Did you stealth? I mean, you're still in the same tile, though. No, it's just glitching out a... Okay. I don't know where it actually is. I have to key over here to pick these people up. So I can't throw the battle scanner from a good position. Like, I have to come do this.
This might sting a little.
Then Mercury Hawk is going to daisy chain the cover. I'm at a 96 here. I can't take that risk, honestly. It's only a 79 here. You're substantially worse, huh? I'm going to move in and hope I can do this after moving. Good.
Settle down. You're fine. I can't focus.
I think I have to throw this battle scanner because I don't fucking know where the chameleon is. For all I know, it's invisible right where I left it. But I don't think it is. And you're a combat engineer. You're meant to live through these things. Okay, yeah, it's right where I left it, like I thought it was. But it was glitched out so much I couldn't tile scan to check. Okay. Second punch to finish it off. Don't want to be on the side of the Vela, so I'm running out this way. Hey, I hear you need cover, Jaded Rabbit. We have a Mimic Beacon. I'm not convinced we need to be using the Mimic Beacon just yet. Is Icarus back? 2 turns out still. Oh, that's disgusting. If I were up here, hypothetically, I can't tell if I'll be able to see it from this tile. I think I will, but I'm not confident in that. But I need to hand this tile off. So I'm going to sprint out this way. I'll be back for you later, Warlock. Then I grapple up. I go inside the building. It doesn't seem like in any way really beneficial to me. And I will see the shield bearer from here is what it says. From both tiles, but I guess there's no reason to be on the other one.
I take a new approach.
So, I can see the shield bearer, right? That's the truth? Good. It's a shame how my gun is empty. Lucky for me, I have things other than a gun at my disposal. Guess what's off cooldown, buddy? It's justice. Get up here. Now, you might live through this, but you're not going to live through the running away that comes afterwards. Also, you didn't live through the 70% crit chance I had. Now we have hit and run. I don't mind moving. I also don't mind not moving. The real question is, are you ever going to be involved this turn? Hell no. All right, fair enough. This dasher is a problem that needs to be dealt with, but preferably by anyone else. Okay. I'm going to move here, and I'm going to use AoE suppression. And then I'm going to throw the bullets on Mercury Hawk, and it's going to work, right? You can throw the bullets? No. No, they cannot. Well, that's not the plan then. What's that dasher's chance to hit look like? Probably 100? Yeah, basically 100. And I guess I'll hit the Spectral Lancer next, because it just has to be dead. Those dashers are your problem, not mine. Only a 68, huh? High cover. I guess it's not just standing in the open like I thought it was. That's an indestructible pillar as well. It's never going away. I can just, like, kinetic strike in if I wanted to. I think I can shoot this for a reposition move that I'll be able to use after the kinetic strike. Not 100% sure that's true, but it's worth trying. But this doesn't even kill. It's not even worth doing. Well, never mind. And it definitely did not give me reposition, by the way. We'll kill the other dasher as well. You just run through. It's an open line of sight now, which is terrifying. I have a 100 on the Spectral Lancer from here. I have a 50 to crit, and the crit kills. Do I just believe? Wait. I have an 87 on the Spectral Lancer from here, and now I'm rolling damage to kill 66% of the time. Definitely higher odds of killing here. There is no reason not to reload or teamwork first. Teamwork would go on to Draugr. I'll take the teamwork on Draugr. That gives Draugr the ability to reload or just contribute to the kill. We'll see which it is after we take the Deadeye shot. 87%.
Will hit a little harder.
Nice. 18, huh? 18. Cool. What's your damage on the Harrier, by the way? Substantially less impressive. It is still a 76, though, which is pretty good. I'm just going to reload. I don't think I need to Mimic Beacon this turn. I kind of need to Mimic Beacon this turn, actually. I don't know what the health of the device is at, because I never know what the health of the device is at. I don't know why I can never see this. It always stresses me the fuck out. I like to think it's just immersive that you don't know, but it's deeply frustrating. Yeah, chuck the Mimic Beacon. We need to make sure that thing doesn't die. Now, we're out of bullets. No one's reloading our gun, so that's a reload. This is a reposition move. I shouldn't even be able to do these things. And Wrath again might not be the best bet. I need to end my turn up here. Although it is better to be in this other tile, I now realize in case something somehow comes in through the house, I won't be flanked. I can make it up here on the field support, which honestly seems like a better position, so I'll do it. And that leaves Dark Horse, who I guess is just going to suppress you.
Copy that. Suppressing target.
Oh, since Soldier's not done either, they have a turn. If I can make it up here, which I can have my gun reloaded for free next turn, so take that. Alright, there's a lot going on, but I feel like we're relatively okay. I don't know how much is in the back other than the Velas. I sort of feel like it's just the Velas in the back. Very good. That damage is much appreciated. The Harrier's far less threatening now. So I'm pretty sure this time it actually will hit the Mimic Beacon, unless its turn just ends. Weird. Not sure why that happens. Oh, I see you want to fight. Seems like cheating a little bit, don't you think? You know, considering you just can't be hurt because you summoned a guy who ran in the other direction. You got the lost. Good job.
These wretched beings are perhaps even more pathetic now than they were before.
Now we get to watch all the lost run around. Jaded Rabbit only took 2 damage from that disgusting flank, so I'm happy with it. It could have been worse. Counter-strike between the eyes. Say no to Lost, boys. Okay, so there's just like a dude back here. Unironically, I need to run forward to here on Jaded Rabbit. We're going to have to clear out some Lost to make this safe. That's definitely true. Only a 97. That advanced scope is a fucking problem, and I should not have taken it. You still can't reload bullets. So I guess Synth Soldier needs to reload their own gun and start mopping up Lost. They can see exactly 3 Lost from here, so I guess that sounds like a turn to me. Not the turn I was looking for, but hey, it happens. Not quite sure how I see that one. And then I take my rocket. That's the part of this that it was always ending on. The issue is that I could be dropping Draugr here. To be honest with you, he'll be fine if he gets dropped. Like, the damage is not that severe from a drop. He's not taking the main blast. I just need to do this to A, summon the swarm, and to B, get good lines of sight into where the spectral... The spectral lancer's over there? I assumed it was next to the Lost. Sorry about that, Draugr. It was for nothing. 4? That's some serious faulty edge. Okay. Still, I needed to do that to figure out where the hell this guy was. There are just literally multiple Lost just in the way. They're not doing anything. They're just in the way. Move to here. I think I might need to explosive action and shoot him. Because my ripjack's not going to be a guarantee, is it? Oh, it's a guarantee. Yeah, I guess I'm just ripjacking into the corner. He's animated wrong. He's not over there. It was a lie. Look at where it's saying he is. He's no, I don't know where he is. I'm going to ripjack him wherever he is. He's apparently right here. Do I have another Mimic Beacon? I've used them all, right? Yeah. We've also used our teamwork already, and we've destroyed our best escape route. So the only good cover position is here. And you should be safe to the Lost via Retribution. Cool, now that you can take damage again, you son of a bitch. Your gun is empty. Everyone's guns are empty, and the person who reloads them is busy being sad. That's unfortunate. Well, let's start, I guess, by taking some good shots on Lost that are decidedly our problem and not the enemy's problem. It's just the Velas and the Advent General left. Or sorry, the Advent Warlock. No one calls him the General. I don't know where that came from. Alright. I don't quite know what my first action was, because apparently I blue moved 2 here and then never did anything. Because I just shot 2 Lost and then realized I'm not in a great spot. I need to move you off of this cover if I'm taking that shot, which I don't want to do. Issue being, you're not able to reload your gun, move, and shoot. I can't believe I was taking an offensive turn here. And it's almost entirely because Dead Mother is dazed. I'm going to activate Wrecking Ball on Mercury Hawk. I'm going to route like this, and then Blue Moo Bug around like this to try to avoid destroying my own cover. And see if we can't get eyes on the Warlock.
I guess that'll be okay.
The cover's not actually destructible. It was all a joke. Fair, I guess. I can use Rage Strike now, though. This says damage 0 to 0. I could have sworn that in a past video, I feel inclined to go edit my footage now, instead of putting it off any longer. I had hit the Warlock with Rage Strike, thought, oh, I'm an idiot, and then dealt damage with it. This says very much that he shouldn't take damage from it. It says damage 0 to 0, despite flashing health. I'm not using it on anything else, so is the display wrong or is my memory wrong? I wouldn't really say you missed if you were immune. So why'd you get a counter shot? So the game's very confused on how Rage Strike is supposed to work with the Warlock, is what we've all just learned, right? Where should you be? I guess here. If I don't turn off Wrecking Ball, he might run through the truck and kill himself. That was the fear. And also Dark Horse. Somebody needs to kill this Dasher. It's not like Fiber John's gonna be doing anything else. Fiber John can jump up here, though. And since Soldier's last action, I finally figured it out. Oh. He's already taken it. Well, fair then. Okay. Just come punch him, then. I was gonna have Synth Soldier just repair, but I guess I reloaded my gun, so instead I'll do this.
target eradicated.
I have multiple new actions now. Just gonna move back this way.
Engaged.
Reaper has shots on things, but none of them are, you know, how I actually want to spend my time. I can shoot them. I guess I should. No, because I want the Velas to be distracted. I'm shocked I can't get eyes on this Ripper. What's the ruling on my reposition mechanic? Reposition after landing a standard shot on a flanked or exposed target. So, reposition says a flanked or exposed target, so Ripper should just be a 100% hit kill, and then I get to reposition away. And I do expect this Ripper to be a problem for my team more than the enemy team. Good, that was correct. You are moving over to real cover on Jaded Rabbit. That one's pretty simple. You're done. I guess you have an action left. You can Overwatch.
Overwatch priority.
So it's just Den Mother, and she's really just never doing anything. Reload Overwatch, who cares? The Vela is moving away from the objective is what I want to see. I don't care that he's in the mooring. Oh, and that's 50 health left. We're completely fine. He got just the Reaper, and I'm fine with that. This loss swarm might be more my problem. Oh, the loss didn't even go for Draugr. I thought I'd be rolling some 95s to see if he took wounds. I guess not. I'm fine with this. So, like, I don't know why he shot at me when I used Rage Fist. Because we just saw a Dasher hit him, he was immune, but it doesn't trigger a reaction shot. So the game is very confused when you use a Rage Fist against a melee immune Chosen, is what I'm learning. Because that's definitely just glitchy behavior. I don't know what's causing it at all, but it's clearly not intended. Cool, I have bullets in my gun and Icarus. Let's move to a better position. Hello, Mr. Warlock. You have a small amount of armor remaining, and I would like to fix that. There's a bunch of lost. I have 4 shots on my gun. I'll handle the Dashers. Second Dasher needs to go down, and then we'll put the last 2 bullets into the Warlock. This would be a good start on getting him down. It shouldn't really be a problem to kill the Warlock this round, as he stayed where he was. Everyone's going to be able to actually do stuff. Right, you are a lieutenant, and you cannot shoot twice. Just reload your gun. I'm not wasting my Overwatch on the loss. Well, he should still be fairly killable, but I am ashamed of myself. This gun is empty still, so I don't know what my last action was. It was a rocket. I'm going to reload the gun on Sense Soldier. That's for damn sure. I'm going to Bandage Throw Jaded Rabbit, I guess. I can rapid deployment to throw this Mimic Beacon as a free action, which seems like a thing I should be doing. Just, you know, in general. Probably should have done that much earlier. Wasn't really super aware that was an option I had.
Easy now, soldier.
I feel like Draugur's in no danger over there, which is why I'm bandage throwing Rabbit instead. And then I'm going to run somewhere eventually. We'll get back to that. Oh, yeah, here. Easy. We use our free moves to get next to Regal Dawn, and we pick him up. Regal Dawn won't be using any abilities for a hot second, but he also just uses gun most of the time anyway. I'll swing right on Den Mother into a position that's closer, but still not really super relevant. Your cover is indestructible, which is deeply upsetting. I can just grapple over here, though. Blue move past and Flamethrower, which is, you know, less lethal than I was looking for, but still something. I probably should just be on full cover. There's no reason not to be. Seems like a solid start. Not going to be getting more damage than this out of a shotgun. It might deal more on the initial shot, but it'll deal far, far less immediately afterwards. I can Supernova N. It's not, like, typically the best play. But with brittle damage and no one nearby, right? This just seems like the thing to do. There's no other way I'm contributing on Sense Soldier, and the only threat here is the Warlock, who can still summon 3 guys with a loot. Like, that hasn't happened yet, and it's very scary. The Spectral Lancer should be just about off cooldown. I need to get him dead this turn, no matter what plays that entails me making. So 28 to go. That's not good. Going to get Fiber Giant moving to kill the Velas, because, I mean, he's not contributing on the melee immune enemy. That's just how it is. You're just reloading, you can't contribute. Period, end of story. You're a million miles away, but that doesn't always stop you. Manual Override gets me Integrated Grapple, which is worth more than a normal move. If I use Explosive Action and Integrated Grapple, I could theoretically get almost there, but without Sprint, which is not coming back, I won't quite be able to do enough. Looks to me like we're just not going to be able to fully fix this turn, which sucks. Who was the teamwork on Hawk for? Dead Mother? It's not helpful. Well, he's going to teleport anyway. He has a flank shot on someone. I may as well get the brittle damage. That's how I feel about this.
I'm coming for you.
Oh, and I can reposition right back anyway thanks to Breaching Maneuver. I forgot about that. Neat. Is there any way to get in range with a shot? Because I think the shot would kill. If I Explosive Action, I can move, grapple. That's hypothetical. I don't know that I can actually do that, and I still don't have a guaranteed shot. But I think it's my only chance of doing anything useful this turn. So, Explosive Action, Manual Override, move, check the grapple. I can make it to the front of the truck, so I can at least take a full cover shot, which on Draugr is better than you might expect. It's an 89. But that's not going to kill. That's a 7 to 10, no brittle. Combat Presence would never kill here is the issue. So all I've done is put Draugr in danger, huh? This is sort of the outcome I was expecting. But I was like, I need to go play it out and make sure I'm not forgetting something. And I'm not. I just can't do anything. We're so close to killing him with Combat Presence, but it's just not quite enough. Even if we'd left the guy in point-blank range for the Combat Presence, it would still just be damage. It wouldn't kill him. I can't use Retribution because he's melee immune. Weak to Skirmisher's my ass. Well, then I take the safest move and I fall back to here. Draugr will not be participating next turn either as a result of my actions this turn. And I'm going to walk over here and reload rather than doing anything involving killing the Velas. And the reason for that's pretty straightforward. He's probably summoning dudes I need to help kill.
And honor the elders with your actions.
I see we're using Run and Gun again, because the Velas just uses Run and Gun immediately when it can. It is up top now. That makes sense. It's a good position. Oh, the Warlock didn't teleport. He just moved. I mean, that's fine, but I wasn't expecting it. Yeah, it's the worst of all worlds. Now he's upstairs, and he's summoning, and they're being summoned upstairs probably, so who fucking knows where they're gonna be. I think they're actually on the bottom. That's why I can't see them. I don't really know where they are because the camera's not being very helpful. Taking wounds on Dark Horse 2, unfortunately, but that gun hit for almost nothing. We could land these and save ourselves the actions. Yeah, of course not. This Warlock is just such a hassle. Oh yeah, just fuck off upstairs. There's always one that's just like, haha, I'm running away. And it's massively inconvenient. We are so close to killing the Warlock, and now we have to go through all of this trouble again. Grumble, grumble. Oh yeah, you can counter-strike the Lost, huh? We're all real impressed, Fiber Giant. It's just such a shame that you choked when it actually mattered. Alright, Fiber Giant, come upstairs and tell me where that last Spectral Lancer is, because that really affects everything else this turn. Cool, that's what I was hoping for. Tell him to not be there anymore. Jesus Christ. Right, they're immune to fire, because of course they are. I guess I shoot the Spectral Lancer and I suppress the Warlock to keep us safe. It's not what I want to be doing, but it's what's happening. I've still got a rocket. If I were to just, like, run out here, I probably can't even reliably shoot this Lost thanks to the advanced thing I have. Advanced lightweight frame. 99 times out of 100, it's perfectly fine. No, I've never tried to just aim a rocket up into the floor before, but, like, doesn't seem that hard. Yeah, easy. There's one over here. He's not going to be too hard to take down. The Reaper's got it handled. Start this with the pistol on all the Lost. Oh wait, you're in quarter cover. I'm in the wrong tile. Well, fuck me. I didn't realize there was even there's a lot of destruction around, right? We're probably still fine, but it does get a lot more awkward now. I think I have to Shadowfall that. I guess I can kill those guys. I don't think it benefits me to kill those guys. Yeah, Shadowfall him. Good. I wasn't 100% sure if Execute would result in a Reconceal. Glad to see that it does. I want to bandage throw Draugr, please. Very important.
Move. You'll be all right.
I can grapple into this room and take a shot with the bolt caster, which is, you know, appreciated.
Throw in the hook.
I might be able to do more than that. We're gonna find out together. Does anyone know whether or not falling through a building triggers an Overwatch? They're technically moving.
This one's for you.
Come on. You can't go skeet shooting. Damn shame. Oh, you can! Wait, no, that was fall damage. I'm so disappointed. I wanted it to happen so bad. But that should, unless it broke line of sight somehow. It didn't. He's still being suppressed, I think. It'd be weird if he wasn't. It's fine. It doesn't matter if he's being suppressed or not because he's fucking dead.
Okay, I'll go.
Please leave. You have been a massive nuisance. You never even summoned loot for me. You just made it as inconvenient as possible with no reward.
Running low.
Also, breaching maneuver's absolutely sick. I can't believe I've not been taking it every time. I've been so committed to the melee stuff, and the melee stuff just doesn't work at this squad size, right? There are too many enemy units to get good melee options, so it should have just been breaching maneuver every single time. And there's not really very many cover tiles relevant to the Velez, so I guess I just have to go there. Draugr can run forward and be super sad about how little he got to contribute because he killed everyone on his side of the map and there was nothing left to do and he couldn't quite make it to the other side. Alright, yeah, there's a Velez. Are you coming for my guys, you asshole? Interesting cover position to go for. Unfortunately, the Velez cover has woken up and will be moving now. Since Soldier has already reached Colonel, so has Fiber Giant. Regal Dawn's not getting promoted. Draugr's not getting promoted. Mercury Hawk isn't either. I think no one is going to be right at the threshold, right? Yeah. Jaded Rabbit's the closest. We'll try to put it on them, but it won't matter. Gonna get right up on him because, you know, I can't see him apparently. 89, thanks to that advanced stock. It's very advanced. Damn shame about that. Dark Horse, it turns out it was your experience the whole time. Oh, I guess if you want to kill the Lost Asher. We do have to kill them all to leave, I guess. So it's fine. And that'll be the end of the real enemies we have to fight. We have to go mop up a bit of Lost before we're allowed to leave, though. I would like to thank Regal Dawn for being on Lost going duty and basically single-handedly handling the Lost every time it mattered, even a little bit.
Status confirmed. All hostiles are down and the
Alright, really hectic mission there because of that opening pull, and the Warlock was super inconvenient, but all told, not that bad. Regal Dawn getting a well-deserved MVP for that one, 15 kills, 140 damage, never missed a shot. Draugr also doing a shitload of work, in fact, looking like he just got fucking frubbed, since he has more kills and more damage, if marginally. There's certainly more awards on this one, like Kill Stealer, an award that shouldn't count towards MVP. Anyway, those two did fantastically. They're on the 18 for a reason. Mercury Hawk doing solidly enough. Den Mother looking like they did nothing, and that might actually be kind of true, but they did throw a Mimic Beacon that one time that no one attacked, so probably not really the best unit this mission. Dark Horse doing a ton of work, although not with perfect accuracy, but they fired so many shots that perfect accuracy would be a bit unreasonable. Jaded Rabbit also doing, for a common engineer, that's actually a little bit below expectation. Since Soldier getting pretty standard numbers for an infiltrator at this point in the game, and Fiber Giant doing exactly what you expect out of a Pioneer with the Kinetic Strike module. Lost missions just take bloody forever. That was an hour and a half of raw recording. Anyway, Dark Horse finally makes it to Captain. Let's go ahead and spend the AP right away. I don't need to think about this, it's worth spending. Light 'em up, like multiple times I played as though I was going to use Light 'em up and then realized it wasn't available. And the ability to use it's glitched out on the screen or some way. Turning AoE suppression into kill zone really helps. Speaking of, though, it's better with danger zone. And this is the sort of soldier where I am actually willing to spend that much AP on them. No one else wounded on the front page, but on the back page, say hello to the first 2 colonels of the campaign. Everyone knew it was going to be them. Sense Soldier, unfortunately, would like some of that AP I just spent, because he has some pretty disgusting abilities available. I guess I should say they. The robot doesn't have much of a gender, last I checked. Fade, if you spend a ton of AP, allows you to stay in concealment all the time and get massive bonuses from concealment. We don't have a ton of AP, so that's not happening. Rapid Fire is pretty sick. It lets you shoot your gun twice, but I often run out of bullets and a name penalty of 15 is pretty substantial. Restoration Protocol is the one from the base game. It's the best healing ability in the entire game, and it's available on Sense Soldier. But since Sense Soldier is primarily an alpha striking god, we're probably going with Capacitor Discharge as our first pick. Because send the gremlin to a location where it emits a substantial electrical discharge, damaging and potentially stunning all nearby units. Robots take more damage. Can I see the damage numbers here? No, just trust they're very high. We're taking Capacitor Discharge, and I don't quite have the AP to justify buying more yet. In the future, I absolutely plan to. Coming over to Fiber Giant's Colonel promotion, I'm not quite sure what to pick. It's also very competitive. Nightmare Fuel is not going to be it. It gives Chem Throwers a 25% chance to panic on every attack, which is good. But like compared immediately to Chemical Storm, you run forward AoE in a 6.6 tile radius, so like a 13-14 tile diameter. Just hit everyone with the Chem Thrower, and for all I know, it does extra damage. I don't know if it has any changes to damage, but even if it doesn't, that's still massive AoE. Sacrifice makes all shots at my team just go to the Spark instead, and by the way, the Spark gains 30 defense and 2 armor, making it's just harder to hit the Spark than it otherwise would be as well. And Ruthless is just more damage and crit chance on all melee attacks. Now, considering how much damage the melee I'm using is, as long as I'm not banning this, then I don't need Ruthless, because the damage is already good enough. Now, let's say I don't have this, and I have the shield. My damage isn't good enough. Ruthless isn't going to fix that. So, Ruthless is weirdly enough not competitive. It's either Sacrifice or Chemstorm. Chemstorm requiring 3 bullets is a pretty big ass. I think Sacrifice is much more easy to do in almost every situation, right? I could spend another 17 ability points, which is bring me down to 22. Almost all of XCOM's AP finally gone to get Chemical Storm. I just don't think I need that, so I'm not going to. I'm going to hold my AP as much as I can going forward, because we're so low on it. Yay, we found 66 Lost Corpses. Someone throw them in a box. I don't know what we're going to do with this. We have a Chameleon Corpse, ain't that neat. 50 intel, I thought it was 99 intel. Did it get stolen? Yeah. You can have it, it's fine. I'm not doing another mission for it. It's actually not even that good. It's multiple additional missions, isn't it? We can get Avenger Power. That's actually potentially quite helpful. We're very tight on Avenger Power at the minute. Oh no, it's just a 1 mission infiltration, but still, for 49 intel, absolutely not. Infiltrations, I've begun to realize as the campaign goes longer, are so fucking dangerous compared to a normal assault because it stretches your gear. You don't get the best gear, you don't get your PCSs, you don't get your ruler gear. At the start of the campaign, this won't matter, but as time goes on, they're so dangerous. Anyway, I could go for Avenger Power. I might go there just to make sure it doesn't fall off, because I might need that later, and I will, because it's near my objective anyway. So I'm going to go there, and I'm going to scan for a hot second, and then I'm going to go back to making contact. Because I think we actually might need this power in the future. Cool. It's saved. It shouldn't fall off at the normal speed now. It should take much longer, I think. Don't quite remember the mechanics for this, but I feel like it's a thing. It makes sense from a game design standpoint for it to be one. And now we're going to finish making contact here. Oh, thank God, it's not an ambush. Flagship Inferno's got mobility as well. They are our 2nd place assaults. Recover Templar affiliated operative. Okay, so this is for Wild Knife, who would be a Captain Templar, meaning I think they outrank Sword Saint already. They won't be the A-team, but they will be a 2nd Templar. But it's an infiltration mission.
There is an unusual amount of psionic,
and it's a show of force psionic storm Templar affiliated operative.
Various psionically adept aliens deployed in the field here.
Look, I'm 93 minutes into the recording. Maybe I'm just suffering from fatigue. I don't really feel like I need a Templar, and I don't need this mission in my life. If I had known it was going to be this bad, I wouldn't have even done the first part. Psionic Storm, Show of Force, Templar affiliated operative? Holy fuck, no thank you. I'll pass. I don't have to do that, so I'm not going to. I like having my units be alive.
We have made a number.
Powered armor is finished. We should have some new instant autopsies because it's been going for a while. We also have a ton of new things. We have 1 prototype powered armor, a million things we can build. And as we get back to this page, we have instant autopsies for Berserker, Bio-Rocket, Bio-Assault. I think all of those are actually pretty worth doing. Overdrive Serum's been reworked by the Berserker Overhaul mod. I don't know if you've noticed, but the Berserker Rage is actually doing substantially more than it used to in base game. And the Overdrive Serum is no longer a one-off consumable, so it's more usable. It's not as powerful either. It doesn't give 5 armor anymore because that shit was ridiculous. So that is maybe a thing I'll build for my assaults. Speaking of, the Bio-Rocket Troopers give us, well, you know, Bio-Rockets, as you might expect. It's a proving ground project, though, so it's on the back burner. And the Bio-Assaults give us the Bio-Nanoscale Vest, which is currently far and away our best vest. It's acid immunity, not resistance, as well as +2 to both health and armor. And I suppose this gets into the point in time where we need to talk about what exactly... Oh, I should have signed on research. That is true. For once, Tygan is right. I have this sneaking suspicion that the Hive doesn't have automatic autopsy numbers, just because, like, they never become automatic. I have so many Ripper corpses in the hold. I could go for the Archon autopsy, but again, this will become instant someday. So I think I'm just going to go into coil rifles. I think now's the time for coil rifles.
Our highest priority.
Hey, Commander.
Anyway, coming over to the Proving Ground, what projects did we unlock? I don't think I want any over experimental ammos, but I could be wrong. The Warsuit does let me retrofit my exosuit someday, which means I can upgrade it with a much cheaper cost than this. But I don't have 120 supplies to burn on this. I'm down to 500 supplies. I can't go to the black market. My monthly supply drops are not that big. So I don't think I'm too interested in building Warsuits for now, even though they're absolutely sick. I'm going to be sticking with experimental ammos. And none of this other stuff really seems appealing to me either. Although powered armor rigging might absolutely seem appealing. Hold your horses. This one's kind of a big deal. That's an additional utility slot.
Sounds good, Commander.
That goes above experimental ammo. Of course, we have to have powered armor for that to be true, so we do need to build items. Now, anodized chassis is for the Sparks. I think I'm willing to build 2 of these. But we have to figure out what all we're using first. I think the Reaper, Skirmisher, and Templar, like, I'm building one of these for Draugr. Draugr gets the best defensive shit available. I've invested too much into them to not do that. They're so expensive, and I just don't have the black market right now, which is the big problem we encounter. The upgrades to the Rage Armor, Serpent Armor, and I don't know where Icarus Armor is. It should be, like, right next to them. Where is Icarus Armor? For some reason, I can't upgrade the Icarus Armor yet. I'm not going to worry about that. I wasn't planning on doing it anyway. The big question is it worth building just generic Warden Armor? These are 66 supplies. If I built 5 of these, that would be 350 supplies. Or sorry, 330 supplies. That's all of my money. It's more than all of my money. As much as I want to build this, I just kind of can't right now. Which sucks a lot. But I do genuinely think that the sword tree is a trap, and that going for powered shield on my assault might be worth doing. One thing that's definitely worth doing is going for the Illyrium Spark shield. Even though it's very ugly, I should have one of these. And in that same manner, I should have one anodized chassis as well. If I put all of that on my A-Team Spark on their assaults, that'll help a lot. And as you can see, I'm basically already out of money, so we're done with this discussion, unfortunately. Just like we're done with that Templar. That pop-up can go away. Arson Paragon's back with the ability to pick up electronic surveillance, which is becoming increasingly apparently not really a thing that matters. I'm gonna stop retraining them, and the reason is just because, like, it's so hard to use those effectively in the first place. Additionally, we're like deep into the sergeants of combat engineers, so I don't think Arson Paragon's ever seeing another mission in the first place. Anyway, enjoy your smoke screen and your electronic surveillance. And we're going to continue on making contact. We'll finish well before the supply drop. Nope, we won't. That's completely false. It's just up here. I skimmed through. I was like, oh, it's all the way down here. It's further away than I thought. It is not. Anyway, infiltration mission expiring. What was it for? Oh, save intercepted intel. Yeah, shut up. No one cares. Sword Saint picked up Insanity. Let's continue their training. Oh yeah, that's easy. It's Stasis. Inspire is also very, very good. Stasis is nuts. And we'll continue making contact now. Training complete on Careless Rambler. They are now a Reaper agent. Let's go try to make them look slightly more Reaper-y. Oh hey, they get re-outfitted. It's like, hey, here's your randomly generated Reaper outfit. Screw your old outfit. I approve. Good choice. Yeah, no, I'm just fine with the new you. Congratulations. I don't know I'll ever be using that soldier, but it's nice to have a Reaper if I need one for a stealth mission. And we'll keep making contact up until the supply drop hits. We're not doing that mission, not a chance in hell. Bond training complete and transmission coming through. There was one dark event completed, which sucked. However, there were also 1 retaliation stop, 9 guerrilla ops, 2 regions contacts, 1 radio relay, 5 technologies, 3 covert actions, 2 proving grounds, and a ruler killed. We get 284 more things. The Chosen now inflicts Bitter Frost. That better not happen on the Katana Strike. They'll be dazed, bitter frosted, disoriented. It's a nightmare. Is anyone going to attack the Avenger, please? Oh my god, fucking fine. I'll just not do any UFO raids this campaign. It's cool. They're working on Undying Loyalty. Absolutely, positively must be stopped. Cannot be allowed through. Loyalty Among Thieves doesn't matter at all. Don't care. Dark Tower has to be stopped. Again, reveal the hidden events. Honestly, I did so much to stop the Avatar project, I think we can let this one through. It'll depend on mission rewards. And again, if there are good mission rewards, we'll do this anyway for the experience and rewards, but we really don't care about Loyalty Among Thieves at all. 11 weeks until the next facility construction seems like a very long time. So right now, we're looking at... Well, this just bothers me on a personal level. I need this to be arranged differently. There, that's much better. Right now, we have +5 Avenger power, 1 turn battle madness, 15% more resources. This can easily go. All mission timers increased by 2. PCS influx are increased. Double agent between the eyes. With the exception of Tithe, all of those are really, really good. I don't really think we have anything better than Tithe, though, is the thing. Yeah. So I'll keep on going with Tithe. Haven't gotten any new cards that change my mind about anything. We're up to 441. We can afford to build our tier 2 stuff now. Thanks to powered armor rigging, we're absolutely going to. New covert ops though, so I have to stop and think about all of this. And as I'm an hour and 45 minutes into the raw footage, I'm gonna take a break. It's getting to be the point of the campaign where all of this really does just feel like homework to me and I don't want to do it anymore. But I still have to, so let's keep on optimizing. There are several missions that won't a scientist, and I'm not going to be giving up a scientist at this point in the campaign because I haven't gotten a scientist in like 3 months. So giving one up is sort of not feasible. However, in this case, it's just a soldier wound risk, so I can afford to send this without taking the risk. In terms of stacking, we have an aim +3 mission I can reasonably do here. This is not doable, unfortunately. I can't send out an extreme capture risk, and I can't send out a scientist. Same deal, I can't take a capture risk, I can't give up an engineer. We have an aim +3 here for ability points, which I would love to do, which is really just the same mission as this. Depending on, like, this needs to go on someone who spends the AP, this just needs to be done in general. And that's it for aim missions. We're going to send both of those out. I already know who's going on combat intelligence, that'll be Dark Horse. Dark Horse still needs a little bit of aim, they're not quite where I want them to be. So this mission's just going to be them. I still have no idea if the hyphen here is a glitch where it's coming out to be 0, or if it indicates a massive amount, or if it doesn't indicate anything, it just indicates a fractional amount of risk, and I have no idea what it's doing. I assume it's a fractional amount of risk, and it comes out to be a 0 because of the glitch, and that's why it's not displaying any risk amount. But it could be an extreme amount of risk that doesn't get displayed, it could be a fractional amount that doesn't get displayed but does actually happen. No fucking idea. But if they do get wounded, they're going to be shaken out of the mission anyway, so it'll come out to be about the same with a manned infirmary. Next, we need somebody taking aim +3. And even though Iron Rhino might want some more aim, just a tiny bit more, they're so valuable that I'm done sending them to aim stack. They don't get any more missions like that. I'm looking for Den Mother and failing to find her pretty hard. I know she's in here somewhere. Oh, Den Mother's tired. Boo-hoo. Iron Rhino is also tired, preventing me from making the mistake. So who can I send? The A-Team, Skirmisher, and Reaper pair are tired, so I can't make that mistake either. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna send White Wolf and just let him keep stacking up as the B-Team Marine. He's still the second best Marine by a landslide. Although I guess the argument would be I should wait because I currently don't have very many Marines, right? I'm down to Rampant Mystery and Fool's Idol, so I don't want to send White Wolf. So I'm going to sit on this mission and not send it for a while. We have Ability +1 mission, and it reduces Avatar progress. We're always sending that. Unfortunately, all the assaults that are supposed to do this are not available. And as we get into the very severe late game here, I'm starting to be like, man, even if they were available, if I send out lieutenants on covert ops, will they ever make it to colonel at this point in the game? And the answer's kind of like, no, I don't think so, will they? So the overdoing it on my experience nerf for 8-mans is really starting to hit home here, even with Covert Infiltration extending the length of the campaign. I guess since this is a stealth mission soldier, giving him permanent mobility plus is not a problem. So I'm going to send out this soldier, and it's just going to be for stealth missions. I'll be stacking mobility on you, I guess. Because this mission does need to get done, and I'm probably not able to send it out in a lot of different circumstances. So, oh, the reason the Icarus armor couldn't be upgraded before, it's already tier 3. That's why it looks so sleek. It's from the Archons. It gives +5 health as opposed to +2 and +3. Yeah, it's just already tier 3. Well, that'll answer that question I had. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and negate the capture risk and send this out. Because we do need to stop the Avatar project. It totally is still a problem after that base massacre we did. Dead Titans currently MIA. We can push their bond to the next level and get them hacking +4 later, but I'm not sure that's necessary either. I think I'm at the point where I don't really want to aim stack any further, because my aim stacking has gone really well, or my stacking in general, rather. I've got +10 on Den Mother, +16 on Rhino, +12 on Dark Horse, going up to +15 now, +27 hack, and they're out getting more hack on Dead Titan right now, +4 mobility, +5 now on Mercury Hawk. So, like, I think I'm just done stacking, because I need these soldiers to get experience to actually be the A-team now. Okay. So now I want to start putting any stack missions on the old B-team soldiers, if I still need what they're offering, otherwise I don't want to do them. So superior weapon upgrade, for instance, I absolutely want to send someone on, because I have very few superior weapon upgrades, and there are several that would be very helpful, most notably the scope and the lightweight frame. And I think Solar Madness is the assault most likely to be seeing missions with their new weird setup for going melee entirely, because melee just doesn't work in this campaign style, unfortunately. And we throw in whatever the worst combat engineer available is. I don't care if they get wounded, so good luck. We don't really need Resistance Rising 2, we just have enough contacts at this point in the game, I feel like. Form Soldier Bomb would be Dead Titan. If it's anyone, it's probably no one. We don't need Fallen Hero. We do want Aim +3 and ability points, so let's go figure out who's getting this. Aim +3 is not getting stacked intelligently. We've been over this. I can't afford to keep the A-team out the field any longer. But we can afford to send somebody who benefits from it and get these ability points, which we do just generally need the ability points. I was considering sending Melancholy Manticore, but I really want to play with them a lot for the rest of the campaign and see how they feel compared to the spent 1 million AP skirmisher. So even though it might be the right choice to send them, I'm not going to. Oh, you know what I can do? I can send Venom Reaver and have them get a bit of aim stack going on, because I have plenty of field supports ready right now. As for the second person, it's just whoever's at the bottom of ready. If someone's about to promote out of sergeant, we can take them, but yeah, those are few and far between. Go ahead and give it to Wretched Phoenix, though. And they get wounded. These soldiers are really not that necessary to me. I'll keep the intel instead. The intel is worthless now, but I'll be able to spend it at the black market soon at TM, I promise. If my understanding of these mechanics are correct, at least. I would love to get the 120 supplies, but I can't give up an engineer. It's only 12 days. 120 supplies is a big chunk. That's 2 suits of tier 3 armor. And that's also aim +4 on a B-team character that would really appreciate it. Coming over to my facilities, I can unman the infirmary for 12 days. That actually might just be fine. I can get slower speed at the proving ground. I can't get rid of the power relay. I can't get rid of the workshop staffing as a consequence. Same with resistance ring, same with resistance comms. This needs to be dug out to finish the game. You need to be here to get these people actually doing the thing. But I can't afford to just have, like, not man the infirmary for 12 days. And that gets me 120 supplies. I think that's a worthwhile trade, considering the current state of the campaign. So we're going to send out Gather Supplies. Oh, wait a second. There's an ambush and a capture risk. That means they can get ambushed with the engineer, and the engineer won't be in a disguise. They'll be revealed. This mission can't be sent then. If they get ambushed, the engineer just dies. There's no way I can do that. All right, and with all of that done, we can get back to making contact like God intended. But first, powered armor rigging. For all that power armor that we have, there should be some more experimental ammo coming through right after it. Yes, good. I think I'm just queuing up the next experimental ammo because, I mean, it's kind of all I'm doing these days. We don't need the last, it's broken a little bit. It does not unlock the Skulljack, please. Hey, now it's updating when I move the mouse around. So, if I take experimental ammo, we're still looking to get... So this is a weird thing, right? In the next campaign, it'll be a lot harder. Because if I don't get an early proving round, I just don't get AP rounds. I've got like 7 of the fuckers from the Lost, and I'm becoming of the opinion that they're just the best ammo type. Corrosive rounds seem like they might be better, but for killing an armored target, AP rounds tend to result in more damage unless it has like 50 health. Tracer rounds are nice on low aim units, but not at this point in the campaign. Dragon rounds and Venom rounds are really just worse corrosive rounds. There's an argument for Venom rounds because of the debuff. Talon rounds for the crit on some units are nice. Sabot rounds really not nice at all. I really do think that the only two ammo types I give a shit about are AP rounds and then blue screen / black ice rounds. I don't think I care about any of this stuff, really. Like, the more I look at it, the more I'm like, nah, I don't need that. So I'm going to start working on the war suit so I can do the experimental super heavy weapons. I think that's the plan. Because I really just don't need any of these ammo types. Talon rounds are so unnecessary. So I'm going to put the war suit on. Because upgrading my heavy weapons on the infiltrators, for instance, would be a big deal. Getting war suits would be a big deal. But experimental ammo, there's like one thing that matters in that, and it doesn't even matter that much. It's Talon rounds. So yeah, it's weird, but as I've played this campaign, I've just got a really big appreciation for how strong AP rounds are and how overpowered the fact that the Lost from World War Lost are dropping them is. That will be changing next campaign, by the way. Why? Because the Lost are not going to be in next campaign because they're overpowered too. Just making the campaign easier by proxy by being there. Anyway, make contact. Oh, that's not the strain I thought I was getting. Okay, let's go do some more busy work. Would anyone like to explain to me why there's an entire fucking pod on this ambush mission, by the way, just out of curiosity? I'm a little bit confused how that happened. Anyway, another riveting ambush mission complete. You can tell it's exciting because I play it at double speed.
They've seen me.
Man, that sure would be terrifying if we weren't able to evac right now. Alright, apparently we've been knocking down progress on the Avatar project even more. It's basically completely not an issue. We could go the rest of the campaign without touching it, it would probably be fine. 11 days for a soldier is okay, but probably not necessary at this point. It will be, I think, a pretty high-ranking soldier. Let's go do that promotion on Dead Titan real quick. They are making it to captain, picking up electronic warfare. That's sort of a huge deal since, you know, their whole thing is hack stacking, getting more base hack, and the free action for failsafe is kind of tremendous. Targeting uplink is nice, but I mean, since when have my sparks needed squad sight? The critical hit bonus is nice. Anti-armor doctrine might be something I have to buy. I don't want to, but if any of them are buying it, it's going to be this one. Also, speaking of, I'll spend the 8 AP for this. Now, the scanners are actually just a good ability on Dead Titan. They're an AoE hit and crit buff. It's massive. Really appreciate that, at least. Now, as God intended, let's get back to scanning. Like I said, we made contact. 65 more supplies next month, and we can go to New Brazil now. We also should be pretty close to activating Bomb Squad. We just need to build one more tower. Western US sucks. What is your ability, Western US? GTS training? No. What is yours, South America? Sabotage? That's really good. We want to go to that one. That one's insane. 200 supplies. We're not installing that radio relay. What does this do again? Experimental grenade and heavy weapon projects. Oh, but I want that one. I don't have 200 supplies to put to it, though. We can't do that. There's just no way we can do that. So it's time to check out what we can do. It's probably going to be Avenger power because we're fresh out. Alloys and crystals is nice, but honestly, what I need more than anything else is supplies. Soldiers, nice. I'm going for the power. Because right now, whatever our last building is, we just can't afford to make it. Oh, we can contact something else. We can just go for another region. We can go straight down to Brazil. But if we do, it's going to be doubled intel cost to 160. I can afford that. The issue is just, I know I'm going to make the radio relay for Bomb Squad, so I'm wasting 80 intel. I'll go for this first. I think this actually matters more. New infiltration mission, but why? I don't need leads. Thank you. I'm good. New assault mission, gather survivors. I don't know if we have room for them all, but I'm down. Delay dark event, loyalty among the... Damn it. I've already got Terror Rhythm, and he's not a Marine, he's a Sapper. I don't think I have Moon Unit. He's an assault. It upsets me that none of the survivors are useful people. They're all just soldiers. I was really happy for an engineer or scientist, but also I really don't feel like I need those soldiers, and I'm not looking to stop loyalty among thieves. So I'm actually going to let that through. I'm just past the point in the campaign where I really care about that mission. Also, I'm almost out of room. Like, I don't need those soldiers, so having to make space for them kind of sucks. Umbral Assault finally finished rehabilitation, so let's see who's next. There's gonna be someone, because a lot of people, a whole lot of people are afraid these days. I think the soldier here I need the least that gets the most use might be Cryolite Commando. I've got enough people above Cryolite Commando these days. There are 3 better field supports with the addition of Venom Reaver. I don't really need them. Missile Moth is replaceable. Crying Wolf's a Sergeant. Fool's Idol might be the one I actually want, because Sonic Serenade, Den Mother, and Perfect Tragedy are all trying to turn it into something positive. So I think Fool's Idol is the one who's the best choice there. Anyway, new Covert action. Remove Dark Event. Come on. Bending Reed. Who cares? We continue scanning for Avenger power. Black Cat gets Soulfire. What next? Hey, it's everyone's favorite ability. Get Stasis. And continue scanning. New assault missions. A different Abandoned City. Who's this one for? This is Avatar Project, so not the biggest deal, and there's no additional rewards. You just prevent the Avatar from having progress. There's Advent Loot, which I've never actually picked up before in my life. Here's the real answer. I just played Lost Phalanx and had a terrible time. I'm not doing it again. I will continue scanning for radio power. No, I'm good. I don't want it. I'm sure I don't want any of those things. I looked at them originally. I don't want it. Bending Reed is fine. Let me leave. I really do not like the design of the Illyrian Spark Shield at all. It's so ugly. Oh, also, he gets a utility item. I don't know if he should get this. Interesting powered armor rigging. Interesting. This seems very broken. This doesn't seem remotely okay. Like, I know what the best thing to do is. It's to go over here and make a bio nanoscale vest, and I actually do want this. I'm not trolling. But I'm not going to be putting it on this unit because, like, you know, he currently, ignore what he looks like right now. He does currently have 6 armor. What if instead he had, you know, 8? Yeah, that's just 8 armor like you do. He's very good now. But that is what I would call cheating. I don't think this slot should really exist. I'm interested to see what happens if he throws a plasma grenade, though, so I'll let him keep that. And Fire Giant's back in action, butt shield and all. Now, it occurs to me that it is probably worth buying Chemical Storm with my last AP, and I'm going to do it. And the reason is because I was previously worried. Hey, the audio's back for some reason. Hi. I didn't do anything, so it's weird that you've returned. Anyway, I've had this advanced fuel line for canister charges without a canister equipped for quite a while now. So if we take the advanced expanded fuel tank instead, which is, you know, just a 5-shot gun, so now it's easy to use 3 shots, Firestorm gets real good, because it's no longer quite so restrictive in its use. Oh, also, after this mission, there's an Extract Advent Supplies. Just the time of going to and from this might mean Extract Advent Supplies runs out, and I need Advent Supplies. And supplies are smash and grabs and not interesting. So before I kit this out any further, let me go play the smash and grab, which... oh god, this is gonna be a long video, but I'll include it in this one because it's gonna be like the 2-man Lost missions. We're not playing much here. So I need to go do this first because it will probably vanish from the time to drive out in the ship and then come back. It's only got 6 hours left. I wasn't even aware it was there. The thing I was doing is super superficial. I don't really talk about what's going on behind the scenes too much. This is a really funny one, right? So when we load into the mission, the sparks are perfectly centered in the back because when I start the missions, I scroll over here and put them in the back now. But when you try to put this in the middle, it's like really hard and it's never quite right. Like, see how it's cut off over here? So I'll just leave and come back, and I saw there was a second mission when I was doing that. After due deliberation for Leonine Pyre, I decided to take all my sergeants, and then I ran out of sergeants, so I took a bond mate to a sergeant, Cryolite Commando, who's probably never seeing a mission again. And we still couldn't fill out the squad, so we took, you know, medics, Fantastic Fox, Communist Exile, and Rowdy Ruffian. Look, you guys are basically covert op soldiers too, let's not lie to ourselves. Now, I deliberated a lot on this last part. Do I want to use PCSs for speed? Because that would potentially allow us to get more boxes, but it also changes how I feel at the mission. Because if they don't have these PCS ships, they could all die. It could be a full squad wipe, and I'd be like, hey guys, I sorted out the living space issue. The thing is, I'd really rather not lose all of them, because I do need covert op soldiers still, and I'm not sure I'd be okay with losing all of them. So instead I've gone with, I guess I'll lose none of them, it's fine. So I'm going to get 1 round of boxes, whatever we can get in a single turn, and then leave. No one is going to be like going out in second and third waves like we've done in the past. That shit's super risky. We're just going to be going for one really big thing where we all grab boxes and we sprint to a center point and leave. Let's see how it goes. Actually, if that's what I'm doing, I don't care. I could have gone in and gotten people with like bullpups, like tech specialists and the like, but that takes more effort. I'm already tired of thinking about this, and that's why we're doing the mission now, As you saw when we flew in, there was the little mission expiring pop-up because we're out of time already. If we had tried to do the other mission first, I think we would have been unable to do this one. We've picked up a double agent. I suspect he will not live through the mission, but I am glad to have him because he equates to another box. I said the Paladin Fireburster was worth an additional crate, but he might... No, he's going to come with them. I was thinking I could just leave him in the back and have everyone else evac turn 1 and he's just the guy that sticks around for a turn, but I don't think I need to do that. I think I can afford to get a crate with him and just have someone else be in concealment for a little bit on their own. It's undecided yet, I don't have to commit. I've settled on Cryolite Commando needing to go back the other direction because we're a little bit pinned here. We're going to have to go next turn. So I need this guy to suicide for a box so he can't be surviving multiple rounds, unfortunately. And I'm willing to risk Communist Exile. I think he might be able to get out and get to better positions. It's unclear. But right now, it's not a risk. We'll decide what to do with him next turn. Everyone's done. Let's see how the pull goes, because we are getting pulled. I'm very confident this is going to patrol right into us. What? Surely the chrysalids are then, right? We don't have another turn, do we? Oh my. No one pulled. Bizarre. If it hadn't been for the Fireburster here, I would have gone with the pull this turn. But thanks to this man, I feel safe just letting it happen. We don't need to go this turn. We can wait one more round, get 2 or 3 more boxes by waiting.
I'm busted. Hit the armor.
Now the real question is, will my Fireburster live through all of the Yellow Alert Overwatches? Because that's why I felt safe doing this. I assume the Fireburster can pull the Overwatches successfully. I don't know that's going to be true. Oh, if all the lids body block, they didn't know where we were, so they're not going to body block. We're good. Oh, you suppressed a man. How hard did your gun hit? You might have just killed that person. Your gun hits are 5 to 6. They have 7 health. I believe this armor makes me take 2 extra damage, right? 50% of 1. So, can you crits? It cannot crit. You'll live. Don't worry about it, Rampant Mystery. You're gonna be fine. So, step 1. Move to here, pull some Overwatches, and tag a crates. A lot's happening. I think he's lived. Cool. That's a good start. You're chilled to shit and can't move anymore, though. Which wasn't really part of this plan, so I guess I'll red hard light shield. Light everyone on fire a little bit. It seems funny. Now I need to know where the evac point's going to be. Unfortunately, because of that, a couple of decisions I made, I don't get to use the UI here. I can easily make it anywhere in the middle on everyone is what I think the answer is. Except for this person, they're over here to wait out the timer so that we actually pick things up and don't just leave with everything marked. It looks like everyone can super easily make it to an evac point here. There's a couple people who can barely make it there, but everyone can make it there.
I need an evac here!
So what Overwatches are we dealing with? We have... What Overwatches are we dealing with? The Frost Purifier Elite, is that it? Okay, that's not a worry at all. I'm going to start this on Communist Exile and actually pick up 2 crates. Ooh, that's a little bit greedy. That's a little bit greedy because that could chill him and kill him. Okay, so what I do is I start it here on Crying Wolf, and then I pull the Overwatch on Crying Wolf, and they'll be able to get chilled, and it'll be fine. Provided this even hits. Holy shit, did it ever hit. You can leave now. You did your job.
I'm out of here!
Now we do that thing we were just talking about on Communist Exile. I realize now that there's another crate over here. That one's probably not happening, unless I can do something really clever. Did I just fuck up? Ooh, came real close. I was like, wait a second, I didn't think about the return trip. Okay, got lucky. That's why I put the superior speed on him. I was thinking about which soldiers were the most valuable. And he did enter my mind for that. Now, from your position, it is a tile short. So, if I'm understanding this correctly... Well, I mean, it's not like they can move, right? They've already been revealed. There's no point. Yeah, I was thinking I could send them somewhere else, but that's not going to work. Anyway, everyone's marking this turn. We just do that part now. Alright, I was hoping that the fire shield might have broken this on the Decimator. It did not. Rampant Mystery, you might also be leaving in a bloody heap. Sorry about that. Oh no, the fire did break the suppression. It just didn't tell me. Cool, get out.
Getting out of here.
There's no way to go over these 2 crates. They're suicide, and I don't want to lose my PCSs. So everyone else, please leave. It is now just Cryolite Commando. Make no mistake, the Paladin Fireburster is dead. We're going to begin moving away from everyone, because we like being alive on this soldier, and possibly more importantly, we like having their PCS.
On the move.
And I'll see you when we get to leave. Oh hey, the all-seeing assassin is here to spot the infiltrators. Good thing you showed up right on time. Well, hopefully Cryolite Commando didn't find a way to get themselves killed. So the Frost Legion Hardliner just hit my guy and dealt 0 damage. That's super sad. So, because he applied Bitter Frost, I know the attack connected, it just didn't do anything. So Frost Legion Hardliner definitely has some sort of glitch, I don't know what it's coming from, where he's hitting for 0 damage, which really mucks up the unit a little bit. Kind of important that he does damage when he does things. So how many crates did we get? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8. We just given up on animating them in 9 crates.
Sure.
Oh yeah, because of that resistance order, they're immediately back. I know there's a crate over here I wasn't able to get, so I theoretically could try to circle around to get that crate eventually. I feel like I may as well. I have to wait to evac anyway. The Warlock's just out here murdering people for absolutely no reason. I've realized that I can't actually get a crate because I'd have to leave immediately after to stay alive. Which I can't do. I would just tag the crate and die and then not get the crate anyway, so let's just go.
Ships are secure. Firebrand returning to base.
Anyway, we've successfully stolen a lot of things, and for some reason a member of Advent's dead. That wasn't my fault. I didn't do that. Alright, everyone makes it home. Unsurprisingly, no one gets a promotion. Holy fuck! I am glad I did that mission. Does that amount scale up over the course of the campaign? I feel like this is far, far more than I got from the 12 supply crate mission I did before, or like 11, whatever it was. That is a massive amount of supplies and a very substantial amount of alloys and crystals. That is ridiculous. We're not low on scientists. Shut up, Tygan. Anyway, back to the thing I'm supposed to be doing, this mission against Hive Royalty. I was supposed to be done recording this episode an hour ago, but here we are. There's a new covert op to stop midnight raids as well. Found out about this one the same way where I was going in and out to get the sparks in the right position. Not too interested in stopping midnight raids. I don't really need that many rookies. In fact, I would say I don't need rookies at all. There is a part of me that's like, the Hive are here. Do you really want to bring the A-team? Because you could bring people who matter less if they die. That's really how I feel about seeing the Hive. I think they hit unreasonably hard. Up until I saw the Chameleons and the Hive Warriors, I think I was pretty on board with the Hive. But the amount of damage from the Hive Warriors is just nuts. Same with the Chameleons, except it also is like more reasonable damage with the insane Shred plus Rupture effect that guarantees a kill on the next attack, basically. If your cowboy hat wasn't clipping straight through your hair, I might love this. If it weren't for the clipping double cape, I'd kind of love this. I'm not sure if the Serpent suit goes on a sniper, but I feel like it might. Although I do think the Serpent hood is just a better hood. This is actually a pretty dope double cape, though. This one's really good. I'll take this. I can live with that pretty easily. Yes, the prototype powered armor, a thing of beauty. Not at all a thing of clipping nightmares. It's so ugly. It's the worst thing I've ever seen. Fix it. I really enjoy just whoops wrong hat. I actually kind of love that. When did I get a Bioblaster launcher? I'm going to assume I should have this, and it's not just always in my inventory and I got it as a drop at some point. I'm going to equip it, but I have no recollection of how the fuck I got this, or why I have this. It's obviously substantially better than a rocket launcher, as it's a variant of the upgraded rocket launcher. Weird. Anyways, I've decided that you're going to be a tank this mission. I hope you're on board with that. You have 3 armor and 14 health, and that's enough to live through about 1 hit from the Hive. You seem to have many inventory slots, Mr. Drolger. It's just a shame you don't need most of them. I think it goes without saying he should have a bio nanoscale vest. I want this character to stay the fuck alive. Let's customize him first. I'm upset looking at his default gear here. And this has been a long time coming. Since I installed the mod, I knew who was getting this outfit. He's so shiny and new. He's using the Midas Rex outfit, sans helmet, of course. I've also changed up the gears. I have Tat Gear C because it feels like it's not a skirmisher without any pouches or random traps, and most of the other stuff clips pretty bad. Galahad Sash also, he needs some sort of cape. He is a skirmisher after all. Very big fan of this armor set. Very shiny, very appropriate. Although, honestly, if he were to upgrade helmets at this point in time, considering the Purifier helmet is kind of trash, I wouldn't mind. And I may have a mod, you know, for upgraded Purifier helmets. It's pretty metal. Yeah, that's much better. Welcome to the end game of Depressed Trogger. I'm sure he'll fucking die this mission now. There's a good bit of clipping with the Midas Rex arm and this Ripjack, unfortunately. Looks like the same thing might be happening on this arm as well. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think if I change the arms, we encounter problems. Yeah, there's a solid chunk of clipping at the base, because they're very much not meant to be used with anything else. Oh, no. Now I have to pick how do I want to clip. I think the weapons will probably be very unnoticeable most of the time. We'll find out. For now, I'm going with this. And in light of our newfound riches, I'm going to build the Powered Reaper and Templar armors. I'm going to build a suit of Warden armor, at least one. I'm going to go ahead and make that 3 suits of Warden armor total. Oh no. He has more Mimic Beacons than God himself. Now, unfortunately for my Reapers, they do have to get with the program of, dude, it's tier 3, get out of a trench coat, you need armor. But I can at least give them cool, edgy armor that feels appropriate to their style. So big thanks to Wraith and whatever mod it came from, because the Warden armor and the Wraith armor sets are really nice. The only question is whether or not it's time for a funky skull mask to celebrate being the highest rank. And I think it is. Congratulations, Regal Dawn, here's your final form. I hate it, it costs so much money, but the Rage armor and the Serpent armor, it's 150 supplies. I'm almost broke after doing this, but they should be upgraded. Now I'm out of resources again, but these people are substantially more durable than they were just a second ago. And also, you changed hats. Why did you change hats? I think the Wraith Visor glowing feels like a really appropriate final piece of this ridiculous outfit. And a solid bandana, actually don't let people see your face. I can dig that. We've got this smooth double cape going on. I forgot how much I like this. That's staying. We're keeping this exactly as it is for the rest of this. Although I could change my tent colors if I wanted to. I don't want to. I think this shades of black is the best. Meanwhile, this monstrosity that's happening. This is the powered armor prototype as it's actually supposed to look. It's terrible. It's so ugly. I'm gonna sell that when the black market reopens, but on normal power armor. We're not wearing that. I fucking refuse. And actually, I don't even have anyone to wear the normal powered armor. Because we have the hero units on this team. So 3 suits of Warden armor is probably all I will ever need, is what I just learned. I'll have to kit out the B team eventually. We'll need it someday, I promise. Of course, we've already got our in-game outfit for Black Cat, because theirs is very much not necessary to be in powered tier. Holy shit, that is ridiculous looking, though. Might be too much. We could tone it down in the future, though. We don't have to do it now. I'll take the last Mimic Beacon over here on Rhino. Rhino's never throwing that. Stop that. Cease and desist. Frost Bomb in case the Chrysalid Queen shows up or something like that. It's not the most unreasonable idea. I got more item slots than I know what to do with thanks to powered armor rigging, and I'm a little bit thrown off by it. Battle Scanners here makes a lot of sense. You have the perk for it, or at least you should have the perk for it. You do. It's even upgraded. Then we get to Depressed Draugr, and this is the hard one, because he just has access to a shitload of grenades. And it's like, but he doesn't really want to throw grenades. Oh, fine. Let's upgrade him so he can throw grenades. So I even have the AP for this. Let's just buy more perks, right? Yeah, he has the AP for this. We can do it. We could throw so many fucking grenades. We don't have the AP for that. I'm gonna get Total Combat, because otherwise the grenades kind of suck. Sculpture's so dumb. He's got as much AP as the rest of XCOM put together. Anyway. He's got a plasma grenade now. I think I'm just gonna stick with a load of plasma grenades. Because of the immunities on the chrysalids. I think I just want, you know, 3 of them. I've already got an ammo type, don't I? I don't. I should probably pick one up. Your gun shreds, so you take AP rounds. There we go. Now, I know this is a high royalty mission, but I'm not going to get tricked and get fucked by the Codexes and the robots when they show up. The Hive Royalty is just a small group. There's tons of normal enemies, so I will be taking blue screens and black ice rounds. AP rounds on anyone who needs them, as always. Loads and loads of Mimic Beacons available on the team. The reason White Wolf is randomly rocking the Black Eye Skulljack, by the way, is to use its Steal in Action ability on a Chrysalid. I don't really have a use for another item here. Like, this is honestly wrong. This should be the Plated Vest. Not that the Plated Vest is very good, but, like, that's where we're at. That's why this is the Black Eye Skulljack. This probably shouldn't exist. That's where that's at, but I mean, it's the least broken thing I can put there, and it's funny. And next time, we'll be back with Operation Oneroid Enchant? I don't know what Oneroid means, but we'll find out. It might have something to do with chrysalids. Probably not, though. That's not how the names work. For now, I am finally done. Thank God. We have some fancy new outfits, cool new tier 3 gear, a ton of ability points got spent, and hopefully it all proves to be worth it and these people don't die horribly immediately, because I'm sort of terrified of the Hive, more so than anything else. Because at least with Bio Division, I'm not afraid they're just going to attack me and I can't do nothing about it. They're terrifying, but they tend to follow the rules. The Hive is just like, nah, we're hitting you. We're underground and you can't stop us, we're hitting you. Thus, these. There's a part of me wondering if instead of blue screens, I should even be running... I'm gonna do that. Instead of blue screens, I'm gonna run... I don't think I have them. Yeah, I need to make them. I need to make another battle scanner. Thank God we have enough money to do that. Not much is left. I'll take 2 battle scanners here. Are you sure that's better than 2 Mimic Beacons? Fine. Fine. In the abomination of justice that is modded XCOM, my Reaper has 6 Mimic Beacons. You cannot stop me, it is happening. The only problem is he does not have total combat, which is apparently what I should have been going for, so I could throw all 6 Mimic Beacons in just 3 turns. Anyway, enough rambling, this video has gone on too long as it is. This is the team. You've probably been looking at it for a while as I've been tripping my way through it, both in customizations and gearing. And I'll be playing them next time, but for now, I'm done, and next time will actually be a long break. It's been too long, I have to edit my videos now. So I'm going to be derusting going into this Hive Royalty very difficult sabotage mission, which I could do with just the Reaper if it looks sketchy, which might happen. Don't know. This video, though, is done and dusted. It's over. I've been rather incoherent. I've been having a blast with XCOM 2. Sorry this one dragged on. I hope you enjoyed it in spite of it. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.